Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is November 8th, 2025, and this is my weekly market review. We're reviewing the Dow 30, that's DIA, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other, and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right. Just let you stare at what's on the screen there for a sec. You know, what was given out last week. Won't get too much into it, but you were warned. Let's leave it at that. Maximize this chart, resize this chart, and let's see what we see this week. On this week, on the Dow, on this quarterly chart, what I see is a doji at the top. It's still above a yearly R1, so we're still not in any real, based on your trading plan, my trading plan and strategy, I'm still not in any real danger. I start doing a little bit of stuff, start protecting myself, but I'm still kind of looking, I'm still looking green for any of my Dow stocks that I may be holding, and it still looks good, On this monthly picture, though, now on this monthly picture, I came back down below it. I tried to get above an R1. I'm back below an R1. I'm looking red. I'm red for the month. This is going to end up being a red month play, what's happening here. But I've already got a pretty good push. I'm getting a pretty good wick on this, so I'm still kind of okay. I went past the 50% point of this previous candle, but I pulled back. That's what I have to keep looking at. And I'm above the 9-10 moving average. So again, technically, I'm still in a bull market. So as long as I'm still in a bull market, I'm still kind of okay. But I definitely need to have protection on and start looking at trying to hedge. I hate using that word, because again, you put it on another trade to protect your capital some kind of way, or you taking your trades off based on it to lock in the gains that you have made. No trade recommendations there. Just how you need to start looking at managing your money. But let's go ahead and go down to this weekly chart and see what we see here. On this weekly chart, what I see here is that we had that doji up there, possible, evening star, and it looked like we were trying to get it, But we have a bearish engulfing there at the top, because this candle is engulfing that candle. For this evening star, usually you like a little bit of a gap down, then going down like what we see, but we didn't quite get that. Right now we started out the month. These are monthly pivots on this weekly chart, and we started out above pivot. Now we came down just below pivot. We closed below pivot. The thing is, come Monday, will we get back above pivot and then end up going higher? I expect by sometime by the end of this month that we do end up higher. This is on these weekly candles and stuff, and we may not end up with a red month. We just got to kind of like wait and see what happens. It's all based on what's going on in this country, what kind of news comes out, what kind of events come out, if this thing is going to continue going down and we get a confirmation candle, of this evening star that we're seeing at this time. And confirmation candle meaning that we might get a candle down here like this. I kind of don't expect it, since we got so much of a wick here this past week. I do kind of see that we could come back up, but that could have been a lot of profit taking but I don't think so. I think with the inside information that they have, they may think something is going to be settled and things are going to come out a little bit better come next week. But we just got to kind of like wait and see. Let's go ahead and go down to the daily noise. I hate getting into that whole kind of stuff. Just what do I see on the chart? On the daily noise and on the daily thing here, we can see that we was in a pretty good downward trend nice downward trend here. And also playing this thing to the downside all week. The last couple of weeks has been good for those who played it. And looking at it closing some of these gaps. And it came all the way down here and actually filled in some of these gaps. The question is, if we do get a little bit more of a slide, it will come down here and probably maybe try to fill in this gap down here. We have to kind of like wait and see. And if that happens, that'll get us close to that 461. I'll say that. And we're close to this 460 level right here. So it might drop below 462 if it continues going to the downside. And that'll get us close to the support. Ooh, these are daily, these are weekly pivots. So on this weekly pivot coming to a support 2 level, and these pivots being as wide as they are, kind of like this wait and see. That can happen, but I kind of don't see it. Again, it gets back to Monday. If Monday we can get a push back up above pivot, I can see this thing reversing and heading back to the upside. But if we don't get a push back above pivot, I'm looking at this thing coming back down here into this area here. You know, that's the whole thing. So we got to just kind of like wait and see what's going to happen here. Other than that, that's what I see at this time. This is Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.